I actually went to a Milo rally one time. You probably heard me tell this story if some of you guys are listeners, and it was just like the most Jewish thing I've ever seen in my life. Like it was in New York City, so of course, and it was old people. It was like older. It was like Jewish boomers. That's like Milo's fan base. That's what's funny about it. Like once he lost his Twitter,
so Joomers.
Yeah. And once he lost his Twitter, and once it was like, okay, like the alt-right's actually like way edgier than it's not a joke. Like there are jokes, but it's actually not a joke. Then he's like distancing himself from it, and it turns out, wow, his fans are actually just like these old like boomer cat lady Jewish women that like love faggots.
So is that how you met Halsey?
No, I didn't even know Halsey, man. JF and Andy like were like, yeah, we got some guy who wants to debate you, and I was like, okay.
That dude's fucking That dude's fucking entertaining, but like if I hear him vape into a mic one more time, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah, but he's just like not honest. Like he's not honest, right? Like he pretends to be buddy with us. I'm like, dude, you fucking hate me. Like, and then that all comes out,
right?
You know that how much he hates us. So it's like, all right, like let's be all buddy. But and then he backed out of debating Stryker, which was.
I could still set that up. I mean, he's in.
He won't do it. He's not going to do it. He's afraid.
Actually,
he's afraid of Eric.
Mike, can I ask you a question about your debate with Halsey?
Yeah, sure.
Like I've seen you in streams before. You're usually really good at like pushing past him. Why? It seemed like you let him lead the conversation. I kept waiting for you to like jump in there and be like, "Shut the fuck up, let me talk."
Yeah, this is a common criticism. It was. I had an off night, man. Like, yeah, I'm also like facing a lawsuit. And you know, I had done a show previously. You know, I don't want to make excuses, but you're right. Like I had an off night. I was taken off guard. I didn't know what I was getting into. I thought like I was going to debate the Jewish question with somebody, and I was ready to do that. And he comes right in, like every media attack, everything about my personal life. Some of it true, a lot of it distorted truth. But again, legal reasons, I can't respond to that. And I was just like, whoa. Dude,
right.
Geez, wow.
He was coming at you with stuff that you like legitimately couldn't respond to.
Yeah, I could have said shut the fuck up though. Like I could have taken it over. And I just didn't, you know, it was just a weak night. I mean, that's the best I can say. What can you do?
Can I give you some sound legal advice, Mike? Think about however much this might cost you in legal fees, and then, you know, think about how much a hitman would cost. Because it can't be nearly as much.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's not like it fucking painted Halsey in a good light, anyways.
Yeah, and I mean, he didn't win any fans,
right?
Like I just lost out on the opportunity to wreck him. And I told JF later, I was like, yeah, you didn't jump in when he was doing that. And JF's like, I was waiting for you to like wreck the guy. What can you do? I mean, it's like, you know, I kept trying to debate. I don't know, it was just a bad night, but whatever. It's okay. I'm not like mad at the guy. I just think like, what's the point of why do we talk to this guy? Like he's just a fat boomer. Like,
well, yeah, I was looking forward to like a screaming match. I thought you two were going to go at each other, and then I was like waiting for it. I was like, okay, well, Mike's going to start firing back and nailing this guy, and Halsey just kind of kept like pushing it in one direction over and over and over again.
Yeah, I don't even really remember it very well, to be honest with you. It was yeah, it was just a bad scene. I think like once he caught me off guard, that was just the end of it.
I mean, if you were technically scoring that, you absolutely got him, especially towards the end there, where you were able to start getting him to respond on stuff. But I think that first 5 minutes, I mean, I was there with like a friend who I had met kind of through your thing, and we're there with fucking, you know, beer and pizza and just.
Oh
like,
shit! I'm sorry, dude.
Show. Oh no, but you know how it is. You get people. It's like people are like, "Oh, the big fight's tonight. We're gonna watch it."
Yeah. Well, I'll give Halsey some credit because he's actually he's good. Credit in terms of being like slippery. He's good at doing a thing where he'll go hard at you, and then he'll slip in between like arguing and attacking. You know what I mean? So when he gets you sucked in. So you're arguing, and then instead of responding, he goes on the attack.
Are you calling him a crappy Jew? What the fuck?
Well, easy with the anti-Semitism.
I mean, dude, the guy's Jewish, right? Like he's good at what he does.
Jewish is wrong. Being anti-Semitic is nothing wrong with that. Semitism means Jewish supremacy, for fuck's sake.
Well, we had Halsey on debating our in-house anti-Semite not too long ago, and I mean, basically, we got him to the point. If he agreed with everything you guys say, except he's just like, yeah, but you know, I'm Jewish, so I'm not going to go out and say white nationalist, but I'll say I support white nationalists.
Well, that's the other thing, though, is that he agreed with shit that I was expecting to fight on, right? So that's another way of catching somebody off guard, actually.
Do you think he really agreed on that, or was that
No,
just a tactic?
no, it's a tactic, dude. It was transparently a tactic.
Well, I don't know, because he keeps saying it. Like, he legitimately was going up against a guy who's about on your page with stuff, you know, a little bit of a different angle, but maybe more of a striker angle, I guess you'd say. And he was agreeing with 90% of it. I was trying to lead through it, and it's like, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about it? And he was just agreeing in the points where it's like, well, you should be going after that. So even if it's a disingenuous belief, that's still what he's consistently representing.
Well, it's a debating tactic where you kind of throw your opponent off because they're expecting you to say, I disagree, and your response is tailored to that one narrowly defined response. And then when you're thrown for a 180, you're now on the back foot, and you're like, oh crap, how do I respond to this? Or what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I mean, he got me on like agreeing with everything, and I was like, all right, then why are we debating? He's like, I'm not debating. You're a piece of shit. And I'm like, all right, so you just want to attack me.
Well,
like that's all it is.
Does Halsey even associate with anything, or is Halsey just all about Halsey?
He's got his own website, and you know, he's trying to use. He wants to. It's not popular, right? Like, it doesn't get like he gets there's no engagement on his website. His Twitter only has a couple thousand followers, and his website is like there's no comments or anything, so it's not clear to me that there's any engagement on that. But he's trying to be like, he's trying to get more play for himself, and he's using the blood sports to do that. And I guess
my point would be, it's easy for him to say, I agree with this, I agree with that, to paint himself in a good light when he has, you know, no one else to be accountable to. It's just all about making Halsey.
Well, it's not just that. If he's like, you know, well, I'm not here to debate you. You're you know, whatever. You're garbage or whatever. The response to that should be, okay, well, we agree on the same shit. So what does that make you?
Yeah, no, I mean, I should have just said, like, take your fucking stupid sunglasses off, you fat fuck. Like, why are you wearing sunglasses inside like an asshole? Like, take them off so we can see your bug eyes, you fucking weird freak. Like, something like that's what I should have done. But I just didn't have it. You know, I didn't have it in me. I was
too nice.
Well, I was too nice. I went in too nice.
Vaping.
Like, you're a good guy.
Yeah.
That's why Stryker should debate him, because Stryker like is not nice, and also will not, like, he doesn't give Jews any benefit of any doubt ever. So he'll just be like, no, like I'm not gonna pretend like we're buddy or chummy or anything. I'm not falling for any of that.
It's a common Jew tactic.
Yeah, no, they disarm you and they catch you off guard. It was interesting watching it again. It was painful but interesting to watch how he was actually very skillful at moving in between, you know, pretending to argue and attacking and not responding. Like, after I made like a long point and being like, now respond, and then he would just be like, yeah, you're a fucking piece of shit, and I'd be like, all right.